Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's broadcast. It is really strange for accidents to be happening at this time of the day, but unfortunately, there seems to be reports of a car crash in Alvarado Avenue with suggestions that both drivers and 3 passengers were injured in the crash. So traffic is going to be heavy around that area. It is recommended to avoid it anyways. Going back to schedule, we will begin with the weather forecast, so pay attention. So if you will be taking an umbrella or a jacket this week. Samantha, I'm passing it to you.
Weather forecaster Samantha from BBL News. I'll be bringing you the weather forecast for this week. Today, Monday, it will be sunny with a temperature of 22 degrees Celsius maximum and a minimum of 15 degrees Celsius. So enjoy the sun today and catch up on your building tasks outside your home. Tomorrow morning, however, it will be rainy with a maximum temperature of 18 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 9 degrees Celsius, accompanied by strong winds coming from the south. Fortunately, the rain and possible winds will have stopped by 4. On Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, they set forecast for hurricane hitting our coast, affecting Tijuana, Rosarito, and San Diego. The temperature will drop significantly with a maximum of 10 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 2 degrees Celsius. The storm may bring heavy rains and flooding, so it's important to prepare in advance. By Saturday, the weather will have cleared up, with a sunny day ahead featuring a maximum temperature of 22 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 17 degrees Celsius. During the hurricane, it's best to stay indoors with your family as conditions will be unsafe. Remain in your place until the storm subsides and the roads are clear. If possible, check with your neighbors and loved ones to make sure they're safe as well. There's a forecast for this week. Please stay cautious and take necessary precautions. Now passing to you, Steph.
Well, thank you, Samantha. You've heard it then. Week's gonna be really cold, so do not forget to be wearing a jacket till the weekend. Then you can go in all for a casual day's fit. Anyways, we've got Max who will be telling us on this week's sports.
Thank you, Steph. The upcoming sports news will undoubtedly bring excitement and will be very interesting and full of anticipation. By next week, we anticipate some significant events in various leagues that will capture everyone's attention. For example, Iman's volleyball team with their stellar record, will likely have defeated Ibero's volleyball team with ease once again. This will add yet another victory to their impressive record, something we will become even more used to seeing. Moving on to the Champions League, in the upcoming weeks, FC Barcelona is expected to put on an exceptional performance against Stade Brestois. Fans worldwide will be anticipating a stunning score, with Barcelona showcasing their superior skills and reaffirming their dominance in the competition, which will solidify their place as one of the top teams. Turning our attention to MLB, the Los Angeles Dodgers are looking to secure a monumental win in the World Series against the New York Yankees. Should they emerge victorious, they will be celebrating their 8th World Series title, an incredible achievement that fans will be thrilled to see. Moving on to the NBA, by the time the season is in full swing, we will look forward to witnessing the historic partnership of LeBron James and his son, Bronny James. They will continue to make history as the first father-son duo to ever play together in the league, creating a legacy that will surely be remembered for years to come. That's all I have to share at the moment. Once again, I'll be passing it to you, Steph.
Oh, Max, it's really going to be a busy week for all sports fans out there, isn't it? Do not forget to tune in to our sports channel, BBL Sports, to watch basketball, football, baseball, and soccer. Well, now we switch it up to JP, who will be reporting on an interview with these 2 upcoming athletes. Now passing it to you, JP.
Thank you, Steph. Right now, we'll be asking some questions to real professional athletes. First, Elias. He's a young LA athlete.
Hi JP, I'm really glad and excited to be here on BBL News as a guest. It's an incredible honor to represent Young LA as an athlete, and I'm looking forward to competing in nationals soon. Unfortunately, I recently injured my shoulder during a heavy bench press session, which has impacted my training and forced me to adjust my goals for this season. However, I'm staying positive and using this time to focus on recovery and addressing my core weaknesses.
Well, thank you for introducing yourself. Now we will start with some questions. So, what goals will you set for this year?
So my personal goal for this year was to reach a new bench press PR, but now I'm dedicated to healing properly and back even stronger.
As you said, plan. It's good having objectives. Okay, so now with the second question. How would you be connecting with your followers during your training?
So I'm committed on sharing my journey with my followers. So I've been posting regular updates on Instagram and TikTok by keeping my supporters involved. I hope to motivate others to push through setbacks as I work forward returning to peak performance.
Well, that's really smart and that's a good plan. And how long will you have been training before your next event?
So by the time of my event, which is in December, I will have been training constantly for about 4.5 years, which feels like a huge milestone.
Wow, that's a lot of time. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Okay, and lastly, to finish this interview, on what goals will you focus on to achieve your goals?
So at the moment, my workouts are centered around lighter sets and fewer reps to avoid straining my shoulder. This approach is allowing me to maintain my fitness while supporting my recovery so I can come back even stronger and continue working towards my goal. Thank you so much for supporting me on this journey.
Okay, it's good having plans, and I hope you recover soon. So thank you for this interview, and well, again, I hope you recover soon and exit in your career.
See you soon.
Okay, so now our second guest, we'll be asking some more questions to Brandon, a future boxing promise.
I'm happy to be here on BBL now as a guest. I recently had a fight in which it took place in Las Vegas. Thought that my rival was weak because of physical appearance, but I did not take into account that this made him very fast, and at the time I let my guard down. I don't realize that I had connected this fear hug and I lost consciousness. I woke up and was already on the ground. He was a tough opponent to beat because of his speed, but I was able to beat him with a hard hook that I hit in the part of his how. Thanks you so much.
Well, thank you for introducing yourself. Now we'll move on the questions. So the first one is, what goals will you be setting for your boxing career this year?
I will be focusing on training and getting better so I can compete in more events.
I mean, I know if you train, you'll get certainly better. And how will you be preparing for your first fight?
I will be going to the gym every day to improve my condition for the fight.
The gym is certainly going to help. At the end of the training camp, what will you get better on?
I will have improved my physical and mental conditioner for my fight.
The mental part is very important. And how long will you have been training for before your next fight?
I will have been training for about 6 months.
6 months is little time for the amount of things you've won. And to finish up the interview, what big fights do you hope to have in the future?
I would like to get a shot at the championship if everything goes well.
Well, it's good to be ambitious. Well, thank you, Brandon. This has been an interesting interview. I've learned about a lot of you, and I'm sure that you have a lot of future in your career. So, see you next time.
Well, thank you, JP, for the amazing interview. As you can see, these are two very ambitious athletes who are planning great things for their future. So you might want to keep an eye on them for the future. So folks, this will wrap it up for today's broadcast. We will see you tomorrow. Have a good evening.